Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Starr, we're doing another podcast. This one is with my friend Omar. He runs the exclusive rights in Australia and New Zealand, or just
exclusive,
Australia?
Australia and New Zealand. Yeah.
Australia and New Zealand for a company called Shakesphere, which make shakers. You probably know about them. They're the best shakers you can get on the market. I'm an advocate for them. I really like them. Now, I said to Omar, would you like to be a guest on our podcast? Because we have so much in common to talk about. And it might inspire you with your journey, with your business, or anything that he's been through. You might learn something through his story. So Omar, thank you for coming on to
Thank you, man. Honour and privilege.
Well, no, honour and privilege to be with you, my friend. So Omar, let's get straight into it. Tell everyone a little bit about your story, who you are, where you grew up, what your passions are, and what you're doing at the moment.
Yeah, man, 100%. Grew up in New Zealand.
Yeah, sorry.
So originally, sorry to hear. Yeah, on the right side
He's
now.
in Australia.
On
now.
the right side.
I love New Zealand.
But yeah, so originally from Egypt. We always lived overseas, lived in the Middle East, and then moved to New Zealand when I was 9.
Okay.
So I spent most of my life in Auckland, New Zealand.
You were born in Egypt.
Yeah. Born in Egypt.
Was it on top of the pyramid?
Dad, just below, with a couple of camels around the side.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's cool.
And then moved to New Zealand. Been there since I was 9. Did a bit of time overseas in London.
Yeah. Came
Came back to New Zealand and then been in Melbourne for about 4.5 years now.
Okay, that's probably when I initially met you. Probably just
a while ago.
Yeah,
just when I probably started doing the business. Shakesphere was more of like a side thing when I started.
That's
it was
incredible.
Just coming out of COVID because my background's more corporate. So I went to uni, did marketing management, and then got into the corporate field in terms of product marketing and like sales, so account management as well, more on the retail side.
Yeah. So suiting up every day back then? Yeah.
Yeah, not so much. Like corporate shirt,
Yep.
trousers, in the office 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
Yeah,
trips away, things like that as well. So yeah, definitely full corporate.
So why I wanted to interview you was because you've gone down the e-commerce route. And when I met you, you were very passionate about what you're doing and actually inspired me a lot and giving me ideas on courses or people to use or marketing or funnels or TikTok, whatever it was. You're very passionate about it. And I've seen you transgress from the corporate world now to doing your e-commerce brand full time. I remember coming to your factory about a year ago.
Yeah.
You've gone out of there now. I think you're in somewhere bigger now, or where have you gone?
Just in a 3PL, so in a third-party warehouse.
Even better. So you went to 3PL now,
Yeah, so at the right time, obviously within the business, there's a certain point where you've got to do everything yourself and wear all the hats. But at some point, you're like, this is not very good use of my time. If you're spending 3-4 hours a day in a warehouse, I'm better off paying someone else to do that, so then I can focus on other things.
But there was a stage where you had to get to that eventually.
100%, right? And obviously you learn as you go. Initially, when I first got all my stock in, when I took punt on the business, you think 10 steps ahead. So I was like, cool. I went straight into a warehouse, had all the stock here, probably landed about 50K worth of stock, and just got it in the warehouse. And I was like, cool, what now? Why is no one on the website? Why is no one buying? We're not sending out any orders in the warehouse. You go days without orders, and you're just figuring it out. But then I had to pull the plug and just start from the bottom again, bring it home. I actually went to a Storage King to put the stock there, had some stock at home, and then just built it up step by step.
Can we backtrack before that?
Yeah.
But just go back to your corporate life if you can. So you've obviously done your school, you've moved from New Zealand to Australia. Yeah. You've got your corporate job, you've gone to uni, obviously, probably making a decent salary or wage at your corporate job there.
Yeah, 100%.
So you get it's just normal life, corporate job, making good money. But you have this dream or ambition to sell Shakesphere shakers, which is what we have here, which we'll go through.
Yeah.
How did you find out about the shakers? And then what made you get the distribution rights for Australia and New Zealand?
Yeah, there's a lot there to probably unpack. I probably don't wake up every day and be like, I want to sell shakers. That's my thing. Because I think a lot of people get stuck on this needs to be my passion. I need to fully believe in this, things and that. But everything can be a vehicle. And sometimes whatever product you're pushing, or it's the learning or the network or the community. So that can make a bit of a difference as well. But for me, I think the driver came from, obviously, it's definitely not from family side. Because my dad was a doctor. My brother and sister in corporate, even my grandparents, I can't think of anyone. Obviously grew up in a semi-traditional household. You know what it's like having parents, from an ethnic background. You're just told, if you're not doctor and engineer or something like that, then it's kind of what are you doing?
It's almost like you're living outside the norm
Yeah.
of what's expected.
100%. And you just go through like ticking the boxes.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing. And I probably found myself in my life doing that, like, you know,
Pleasing other people almost, or-
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I went through my life ticking boxes. I went to uni,
Yeah.
had a job, actually got married young. I was 22, previous life, and then got a house, built a house. And then at like 24, 25, I was like, what am I doing? What's next? Like, I just can't keep ticking the boxes because it would have been kids next. So I was like, pulled the plug, sold that, went to London. And just kind of like, that was a big growth
What were you doing in London?
stage for me. So it's still in corporate. I work for like a big retailer there called Argos at the head office. They've got like 1,500 stores. Then I moved to Microsoft. That was a good opportunity as well.
So
And
obviously you're very hardworking, you're very driven to go to
Yeah.
uni, finish everything, get your degrees and get into the corporate world, already built your properties in your early 20s. That's pretty much life set for most people.
Yeah.
I think everyone will be like, you've actually clocked it already.
Yeah.
Now, you come into this world here, gone against the grain, you still worked your corporate and you started the e-commerce. How long did it take for you to commit from your corporate to do this full time?
Oh, probably like 2.5 years in.
Not very long.
No, it got to a point where it's like, you just need to make a call.
Yeah.
And it's a hard step, to be honest. And I'll admit, like me, myself, I was probably super scared of doing it.
I felt exactly the same.
Yeah. But having the right people in your corner, I think, is a massive thing. Like my previous partner, my previous girlfriend, she was actually a massive supporter. Unfortunately, obviously things didn't work out, but she was a big supporter and always in my corner. And she was the one that like pushed me. She's like, you can do it. Like, I believe in you. Because
It's amazing.
always grew up and having like that self-doubt, I think, as well from childhood. I was, I think that whole imposter syndrome was sort of built in because you're sitting at a table with the adults or whatever. It's like, why are you talking? Or like, if you don't know the answer, then don't say it, all that sort of thing. So I even found that carrying on into my corporate career, but also into my business life as well. So that's self-talk is a big thing.
It's huge. It's everything. So you had a good supportive team,
Yeah.
a good network. And then was there a financial point of revenue or profit that the business made for you to transition? Or did you have a lot of money saved and then you thought, okay, I can live 6 months, 9 months, 12 months on my savings to focus? Because I know a lot of people might have this question where they leave their full time to do their side gig and to make it their actual full time. Was there indicators that said, hey, now's the time to go?
Yeah, it's probably more of like a revenue point.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like I still got out of corporate work and I was like 6-9 months down the track. After that, I was still like, what am I doing? Like, I don't feel like I've made an impact. Like, revenue hasn't really grown much. So it's hard to find the right time, but when you have a gut instinct to do it, you just need to take a gamble on yourself. Because at the end of the day, I just thought, like, what's the worst that could happen? I can just go back and get another job. Like, if I've wasted 6 months or a year and then go back to getting another corporate job, then that's just the risk I'm willing to take. Because a lot, like, again, back to like earlier on in my life where I was just ticking boxes and doing things to please people, I was like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, literally, I'll just close this down or get back into a job and keep working till I'm 70 like we're supposed to anyways and just retire then. But at least I won't be on my deathbed being like, I should have tried. Like, what happens if I tried? Because I've had so many regrets earlier on.
I love the fact that you said too that you know what, I'll try it, and if I close it down, I close it down. At least I tried. At 70 or 80 years old, he can say it's all good to go. So what I was saying was, I really love the fact that you said to yourself, I'll focus on this full time. Hey, if it doesn't work, I'll shut it down. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. No one's died.
Yep.
And then I can look back and say, hey, at least I tried when you're in your 70s or 80s, and you don't want to live with that regret of shoulda, coulda, woulda, but didn't. And 100%. I think a lot of people have that fear. I think most people you meet,
it's the fear, man,
have a fear of either doing a podcast, making content, starting a brand, or committing themselves. But you've gone all in. And then do you think once you went all in, you could focus more on and things kind of progress a little bit faster? Was it a bit of a slow burn at the start still?
Definitely a slow burn at the start.
I found that too.
It's hard, right? Like, you go from, again, readjusting from having that corporate structure. I need to be at a particular place at a particular time. You've got a specific job that you need to do, and you're like, this is what I'm going to do. Whereas when it's your own business, you're like, okay, today I'll do marketing, or I'll do a bit of sales, and then I'll do a bit of this, do a bit of that, and then you're just like,
I'll do some content, I'll make some ads.
Yeah, and then sometimes it takes a while for things to like compound and like take effect, right? Like for example, we've had many retailers or whatever that we've been trying to reach out to for so long, like probably 12 months, and then you know one day you just get an email in your inbox, you're like, cool. Well, that bit of work that I did then that I thought didn't matter actually made a difference, and now I've got this opportunity.
And it's funny, the success you're having now would be a direct correlation to what you did 3, 6, and 9 months ago. Would you be correct in saying that?
Yeah.
Things you do, like we're doing these podcasts today, we might not see a benefit from people watching these for 6, 9, 12 months, but someone might see this, go, you know what, I like that Omar guy. Fuck, you know what, he went all in. I'm going to buy one of his shakers and see what he's talking about. You know, Johnny, Omar, those guys have done e-commerce. I might go buy a shirt from Neverhome. We want to help inspire people with these podcasts. So don't be disheartened if the hard work you're doing now, you're not seeing it tomorrow, a week, or a month. It might take a little bit longer, but would your advice be keep doing and working on the things that you think and know are right, because the fruit will come when it matures?
And just keep learning as well. Like, I'm constantly learning. My mindset's like, I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I don't think I'm the smartest person in the room. I'll happily have someone come in and be like...
You're the smartest person in this room.
You do, definitely not, man. I appreciate it, but
definitely are.
I'm just learning. Like, I'm just learning. And the only difference between us and all those other successful people is that they've just started and actually tried and stuck to it. Because I think the biggest thing is like people just don't start, don't try, whether it's the fear or the judgment or whatever it is, like, just start. Like I remember like back to that opportunity I was talking about, like I'm always like, oh, this content, like, or some people will like do a laughing emoji or whatever, like when you post some bit of content, like your mates.
Do they do that?
Like sometimes you like, you know, with the boys, like they just like to take the piss, right? So if you're trying to be serious and posting content, sometimes people, like your closest circle won't be the ones that immediately support you. And I remember just like people having a laugh, whatever, but I'm like, whatever, I'm just going to stick to it. When it's your business, you just don't have any shame, right? You're just like, I got to do this. But things like I remember like trying to get on TikTok. I'm like, I'm going to do this. Like, I need to keep posting.
You're the one
like,
who pushed me to get
keep pushing. I know, and now I'm not even doing it myself. So sometimes I love to give good advice, but I'm not fully into it myself.
I'm the same though.
I've done it on and off.
I'm the same. I haven't been consistent with TikTok at all.
Yeah.
It's just me being complacent. I could easily just repost the content.
Yeah.
Can I touch on one thing? Really, this is pretty crucial. I think there's a massive, and people talk about it a lot, maybe not stigma, but there's a massive way that people in Australia and New Zealand have tall poppy syndrome compared to the Americans. Have you felt that at all with what you're doing?
Yeah, 100%.
Because you've had big numbers, and we won't have to disclose your numbers, but
I don't mind, man. Like,
you're around that $1 million range for the last
year,
last
financial.
Year. Huge. Why do you think that is, that people have that kind of tall poppy mindset?
It's probably back
How do you deal with it?
It's honest. Dealing with it is a whole nother thing. I think why it exists, I feel like people, again, it's that fear or that judgment. Like if you're doing something against the grain, like we're taught, like, you know, go to school, go to uni, get a job, get a house, get the car, upgrade every few years. Like that's the path. And then if people see you straying from that, like what do you know, like if you're straying from that, like what are you doing? Like why are you being different, right? So people will be like, oh, and it's maybe because that's internally for them, they haven't processed like, fuck, I would love to do that. So there's a bit of almost maybe a bit of that, like, shit, I actually envy that person for being able to do that, so I'm going to try bring them or put them down.
Yeah, almost makes them feel better about... I find a lot of the time that people that bring others down, they're actually wanting to do
100%
what that person's doing.
1,000%.
Think they can do it, but something's holding them back, and it might be the fear of other people judging them. I found that myself. Like any of the hate I get, it's either other people that have brands or other fit, jacked guys that don't like me. They're the main people that really don't like me. All the negative comments I get on my ads are other bodybuilders who are just trying to do what I'm doing.
Flip that into motivation, man. Like now, like flipping the script and actually like reframing, I've found is massive. like whether that's with haters, like use that to motivate yourself and push harder, or whether that's like sometimes, you know, you're not always happy doing what you're doing and you don't love everything that you're doing in your business. There's a lot of admin things, or I remember spending weekends in the warehouse trying to reorganize things and get orders out, and I'm like, why am I here, like blah blah blah. But if you just get into the narrative of reframing, like I get to do this rather than I have to do this.
I like that too. I need to do more of that as well.
It's massive. It changes your whole mindset, and it makes you actually appreciate every little task you're doing.
Has there been stages where you've thought, okay, this is getting to me, some of the jealousy from others, or has it always just been something like water off a duck's back?
I don't usually play into it a lot, to be honest. Like I think for me, as when you start and when you go through your business, you go through a lot of shedding. So your circles are going to change. What you enjoy is going to change. People are going to call you boring. You might not get on with some of the people that you previously used to, but that's fine. Like it's a part of the journey, and it does become super lonely. But you got to try and, you know, that's why I get out, network with people like yourself and people doing the same sort of shit, because there is a community out there that's trying to do what you're trying to do. So you need to just find your people, and that's okay to say no to these drinks, or that's okay to say no and be inside on a sunny day because you need to do something for your business. But you need to surround yourself with people that understand that and can support you in doing that, because they are out there.
Yeah, that's amazing that you can make that pivot. So we'll talk about the business now too, if you don't mind.
Yeah, man.
So can you tell us about Shakesphere?
Yes.
Tell us about this bad boy.
100%, man. So Shakesphere is a brand founded out of the UK. So again, probably before I get into that, I think a lot of people like to think like, I have to create something, I need to go out there. And that's where during lockdowns, I was just trying to be like, I want to start something. I want to do a business. And I was just trying to figure out like, what is the best thing I can do? Like I need to use, and I watched this one video and I was like, you need to try and use some of your skills to try and do something on the side. Like there's no point in me like, I don't know, stupid example, but like going, try and be a plumber or something, or doing something fully far left field. But I was like, what do I know? Like I was in distribution, I was in product, and then I was just researching things, and I came across this here, and I was like, I like fitness, I know products, and it was a brand already created in the UK, so I was like, why don't I look to get distribution rights for it in Australia and New Zealand?
Already reputable brand.
Yeah, they've got and because I was in corporate, there's so much, you would know as well, creating your own things, there's so much that goes into that. Branding, going back and forwards with factory, trying to get the right colors, sizes, all that sort of stuff, and content, all this was done for me. All I had to do was basically okay, I like the product, how can I market it locally? They've done all the hard work overseas. I just have to buy it, bring it in, and then kind of try and scale it here on my own, have a good relationship with them, and they're like my supplier. So that's good. So that's a way you can get into business as well, rather than constantly trying to reinvent and create the wheel for a lot of people.
I like that as well. You don't have to create something new. Yeah. And pretty much all the businesses that you find now, they're a rehash of something that's already been done.
100%.
Like 100%. Whatever you're going to show me here, clothes, man.
Yeah.
Clothes have been around forever. Hats,
100%.
caps, cameras, mics, coaching. It's pretty hard for you to reinvent something, but there's products that you can put a twist on, or
100%,
even be a distributor for something
else. Find a good product. Yeah, so Shakesphere was created in the UK.
Yeah.
By a world record sprinter.
Oh,
and
really?
He pitched the product on Dragon's Den over there in the UK back in 2017.
Is that how it started?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
That's so cool. I love that show.
Pitched it on there, got a couple of dragons on board, and now it's sort of distributed in over 80 countries in the world.
Wow.
So we're one of the key distributors. We're probably one of top 3 in the world, which is cool.
I want to find that initial pitch.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you. You can maybe
watch.
link it on the podcast, so if anyone wants to watch.
Make a note of that. We can link the initial pitch on the podcast.
But yeah, man, just create a good product, good branding.
Yeah.
It's obviously got key point of difference, just trying to differentiate yourself a little bit. So the bottom's obviously got, it's rounded, so you don't get your protein and supplements stuck in there. It's got the slide cap, which keeps things nice and spill proof. So it's just a different sort of innovation. So it's a little...
It's a new steel version, is it?
Yeah, these have been around for a while, but it's just a new color. They're concrete. This is the new bad boy. Solid.
Good quality.
Yeah.
Good quality shake.
And that's the thing, it's just a different...
You can tell just by holding it.
Premium.
It's just quality.
Don't knock anyone out with it. If you're ever in trouble, you can use it as...
This
man. Or this one with the handle.
This is actually really good.
It's solid. Yeah, this is the new bad boy. So it's the whole, like, you know, there's the whole Stanley craze at the moment and things. So it's got storage on the bottom, which is insulated as well. So you can put frozen berries, or you can put powders, like whatever you want to put in there. It keeps things cold in the storage.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah, because a lot of the things aren't insulated on the bottom. It's a 1 litre cup. And then it's got the
sizes,
slide cap, so you can drink without a straw. And it's got the rounded bottom as well. And it's still got a straw, if you do want a straw. Some people like a straw. So
it's got a straw in.
It's hidden in the handle.
Sick.
It's telescopic and it's steel.
No way.
Yeah, man. And it just fits in the top there. So
tell that's quality.
Yeah. So we bought these in, but we mostly did a collab with Elite Supplements. So you can find it pretty much across 120 odd stores across the country with Elite Subs.
This is an elite.
Or you can buy it direct on our website as well.
This is absolutely elite shaker.
Yeah, man. Elite Supplements.
Can I buy this
or
one? Or
Shakesphere. Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is, wow. So, yeah, I tried these. Omar gave me one of these to try. And, this is insane. Is it a twist off here?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, you can just tell. It's just
the lid goes both ways. So it just depends if you're left or right-handed. Like if you want the straw on the other side, you can switch the lid as well, which is cool.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. So they've thought of a lot of things. Like, it's expensive product, but it's premium quality.
Yeah, this would be what, 150?
129.
Yeah, 129.
Retail.
Yeah, you pay that for sure. But this will last forever. Can you put it in the washing machine?
Not dishwasher safe.
Sorry,
no,
the washing machine,
dishwasher safe. Yeah.
Okay,
not yet. Maybe on the next.
I don't use my dishwasher anyway.
That is easy clean, man. Especially with the stainless steel stuff.
It's unbelievable quality.
If you're ever in trouble, you can use it for safety as well. It's fine.
I need a litre shaker as well because I drink so much liquid during my workouts. So distribution for this. Now, last year, you did $1 million nearly in revenue. Congratulations.
Thank you.
When you started in your first year, what did you do compared to this?
Mate, first 6 months, like I said, we landed the stock.
Yep. 10 grand, 100 grand.
20 grand in the first 6 months because I just no idea. Like, what am I doing? Who am I selling to? Like, I thought it'd be like naive. And that's the thing, you got to be flexible, pivot, and ready to learn, right? Like for me, I was like, cool. Like some retailers have had this before because someone used to do this previously, but obviously didn't do a very good job, like very small quantities. So I was like, cool, I'll bring it in and the retailers are going to buy it, like easy. Got in and the retailers, like, everyone was like, no. Got so many no's. So I was like, cool, have to pivot, get the stock out of the 3PL warehouse, keep most of it at home, and do the orders myself and just pivot to online, trying to push B2C or direct to consumer. So we built that like from the ground up. And then once we started getting that traction, once the social started going off a bit more, and we still need to do a much better job, but once those started to do a bit more, once I started posting on TikTok, we got all these like extra sort of opportunities. You always get discouraged, right? You look at like, oh, I've only got 100, 200 views, but you don't know who's viewing that content, right? So you got to just try and do a bit of everything. Unfortunately, like there's only one person, but you got to try to do the emails, you got to do the content, you got to do the paid ads, you got to do a bit of every, like reaching out cold DMs to people, cold outreach emails. You just got to do a bit of that because at some point that funnel brings people to you.
So you're doing the cold DMs to people, you're setting up your Klaviyo emails and things like that yourself.
Yeah.
Running your own. Do you run your own ads now too, or Meta?
Not now. I've partnered up with someone, so I brought someone on board, business partner.
Yeah, great.
Rahul, he's a great guy. He's part owner of like a digital marketing agency.
Oh wow,
and that's the thing fantastic. Of like, so it really helps massively.
Well, networking, right? How'd you meet him?
Yeah, literally, man. Like before I even started my business, we just started talking on this like Facebook group for like drop shipping, and like over the years we just talked for like 2-3 years, and he was always like such a good guy, like willing to help with things like without charging me or anything. And he scaled a couple of brands and exited. And that's the key of like networking, right? Like if I didn't network and we didn't chat, or even if you're helping someone without any sort of intent or expecting anything back, like he'd always jump on a call and help. And then this opportunity just came up to team up.
And because you weren't a prick, because you've always been such a gentleman, people want to work with you, right? Yeah. Unbelievable. So from 20K in the first 6 months to in the last 12 months. So from 20K in the first 6 months, the last 12 months, just nearly $1 million revenue. Phenomenal growth, man. I couldn't be. When you told me that, I was like, wow, legend.
We still got a long way to go. Like, and again, I don't want people to be like,
And
a lot of people chase revenue, right? Like, and that's a trap.
Yeah, profits.
Profitability is obviously for us is a big focus this year. So I've actually scaled back. Like, I'm happy this year to do less revenue as long as it's more profitable. Because
100%, man.
If you're just eating into your profit and spending too much on ads, and you're not profitable, then you're going to get into cash flow problems, and that's a massive, massive thing.
Can I ask you a question? Look, we've been doing this. I've done this for a long time, 10 years, and I'm only scratching the surface. I'm just, I'm nowhere where I need to be or want to be. You've been doing it for a couple of years too. For the people that are starting, and I know a lot of people want to start brands, can you give them any advice on, say, 3 things they should focus on and 3 things that might take them off track? I know it's a question on the spot to guide them.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of people start and fail these very quickly. Hundreds of people.
Yeah.
I think the illusion of e-commerce and big money and living this fantastic entrepreneurial lifestyle is what everyone wants. It is not easy.
Yeah, it's not.
And you're only seeing a lot of unicorns that do well, and you think, okay, this is freaking fantastic. But you start this, trust me, it is a lot harder than you think.
Long journey.
I'm struggling. I've, mental breakdowns, not as much as I used to, but I still struggle with it. Curtis will tell you, I'm still trying to figure it out. It isn't easy.
No, it's
and
not.
Don't believe everything you see online.
There's no quick fix. There's no easy ticket.
Sorry, I cut you off. There's no easy ticket.
No, there's no shortcuts either. You just got to put in the work. Like
3 things are like specific things now for the consumer. I want to start a supplement company.
Yeah.
What do you say to them?
3 things I would say. Number 1, really think of what problem you're solving.
Well said.
Right? Don't get caught in the hype of like, oh, this guy's doing really well with this at the moment and he's blowing up on socials. I'm going to go start the same thing. Like there's obviously at the moment like big thing on like creatine gummies, for example. Like how many brands do you think have popped up off the back of that? Be like, I'm going to do the same thing because someone else is doing well.
I had someone given to me at the expo. Did you think? Yeah. Talking about it, I'm like
awesome for them, but also don't just jump into something because it seems trendy and cool right now. So that's probably the one. First key thing.
Would you say you believe and have a quality product?
100%.
Yeah. I know. I believe in your product just as much as you do. I like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have you here.
Yeah.
What's the 3rd thing you'd recommend?
3rd thing I say, just start.
Yeah. Well done.
Literally start. Just make a start.
Yep.
And if it's the thing that doesn't work, and you need to pivot, then that's fine. But just get started. Like. Cut distractions. Do you know I got started with this? Like a little backstory is because during COVID, I just like completely got off my socials and just cut distractions. And every night I'd still work because I had a remote job at the time. Like we could work remote. I'd still work 9 to 5, have some dinner, didn't have socials or any other distractions. Straight back to the office on YouTube for hours, just trying to learn, figuring out what else it is that I'm going to do, and just put in the work that way. And just make a start when you find the right thing.
I think people might hear that and go, oh, it's too much for me. I don't want to live the entrepreneurial lifestyle.
And then it's not for you. And that's the thing, it's not for everyone either. Like I think it's having a business is over glorified and just going straight in and maybe not doing uni or anything like that. But I learned so many things from corporate and taking it slow and doing it at the right time that I've been able to bring into my business that a lot of people now probably don't get that experience of because they're straight away, they're like, oh, I'll just work for myself and start something.
I'll touch on that too. I'll just jump in from my perspective. See, I worked at McDonald's, went to university. At uni, I did computer science, but I didn't enjoy it. So I was working at McDonald's, and then I met someone in drive-through wearing a suit about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and I asked him for a job. I said, what do you do? He goes, real estate. I'm like, I think I'll be good in real estate. So anyway, he hired me. I worked for him for 7 years, and then did 17 years in real estate, dropped out of uni. That 17 years was like almost an apprenticeship to run this business. The amount of lessons I learned through selling people's most valuable assets, being their homes, transformed me into who I am now. It gave me the confidence being an auctioneer and things. So don't be afraid to take everything you've learned from what you've done and then put that into a new business. But what I learned from real estate and what you would have learned from corporate, I think you'd agree, would be people management. Learning how to read the play, because you'd have to almost be a chameleon to people when they talk.
100%.
I'll talk to Curtis differently than I talk to you. Scotty comes in, I'm different. You have to almost mimic the people you're around. If you meet someone on the street that you don't know, a little bit different. If you know, mate, we'll go be dickheads around the corner.
Yeah.
But you learn that through working with many different types of people. Do you say that corporate life taught you heaps with dealing with business now, manufacturers, or making content, or the people you work with? Will that be a massive key to your success now too? Yeah.
Massively. Like, I know how to manage relationships properly.
Yeah.
Just even basics of like emailing people in the right way and just keeping a certain level of professionalism and like it just makes such a big difference and super underrated.
Yeah, I think that's really important too, because people need business is people.
Yeah. And don't rush it as well. Like that, like you said, like you've been at this for a long time. You had a corporate job or like real estate for a long time. I had a corporate job for a very long time. Like I only started this, I'm 34 now. I started this at, it was like 30. Yeah. And yeah, it would have been nice to start earlier in my 20s, but I was off traveling and doing other things and working corporate role, and that's fine. Timing is key.
100%. Would you say you're happy?
I'm getting there. I think that's a really good question, because I was actually thinking about that. I was actually thinking about that the other day when I was coming on here, and
I know it's a tough one.
I think a lot of people, and just to touch on that quickly, like a lot of people don't know the difference between happiness and success, and where we go wrong these days is where they think they're tied together, right? Like happiness is a feeling, success is tied to like goals and material things, right? And a lot of people mix those two. And then how many stories have you heard of famous artists or celebrities that get to that level and they say, the saddest day of my life was when I bought my Ferrari and sat in it, right? So I went actually through this journey last year through a business group, and there was a mentor and he got us to sit down and map out what our ideal day would look like in 5 years once we've made it, right? And I found myself
doing the same thing now?
Sitting down, writing my list of things that I want to do. And I had this moment and I was like, fuck, this is literally everything I'm doing now. Maybe just driving a slightly nicer car, or like just having a bit more money. And I just had this like, it was this pivotal moment of like, I'm actually where I need to be right now, and I'm okay with that. Like, yeah, it'd be nice to have a bit more money or drive a nicer car. I'm not a very materialistic guy, but yeah, you'll know I've made it, or I have a bit of money when I'm driving a nicer car, but that's probably the only thing. But apart from that, man, I'm happy. Like, just go to the gym in the morning, walk the dog, have a coffee in hand. Bonus plus if the sun's shining, because that makes me happy, and my skin needs a good tan. But like, that's you just have to find happiness in the now and what you're doing.
Well said. Too many people are I'm chasing this, or when I get to this, I'll be happy, or when I do that. If you can find happiness in the journey, your life's very good. You've got your health, you've got a good routine, good people around you.
Yeah.
And if you can consciously make good decisions, not be a dickhead, wake up on time, go to the gym, do what you need to do, that should be your happiness right there. Because we've got it pretty good in Australia. I think a lot of us just take it for granted.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Anything else you want to tell the viewers about your journey, or any inspirational things you can recommend to the younger generation of kids that might be watching this?
Yeah, like we touched on before, I think just take your time.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in, it's easy these days to get caught up in like what's hot and what everyone's doing and all that sort of stuff. And it is an isolating journey, so you have to be prepared to learn to say no to things that you might have FOMO on or fear of missing out on. Like you will have to change friends, change circles. You have to go against the grain. Like it's a lonely journey. Like it's things that you just have to do, and it's a part of it. And just network and talk to people and just be a good person and just start.
You've always been very, very good at talking to people, I noticed.
It just brings you opportunities, man. Like, to be honest, I haven't really touched on this yet, but
that's what I want to talk to you about,
I've been given an amazing opportunity to be a part of a friend's business. So
tell me about this. Let's go. What is it?
Yeah, so probably 12 or 18 months ago, I got introduced to a friend who's a close friend now, Amy.
Glutamine.
And her and her
protein, BCAAs,
yeah,
prebiotics.
Yeah, man. So her and her, you're jumping the gun. You're getting excited. Go for it. So she and her co-founder Jono created Gym, which is initially it was another product. They went through a rebrand, but I'll cut to the new product. It's called Gym, J-I-M. So we drink Gym, if you want to give it a follow. It's a great product. First of its kind in the world. So it's a prebiotic soda with no artificial sweeteners or ingredients, no sugar. It's 37 calories per drink.
Wow, that's nothing, yeah.
It's got organic apple cider vinegar. It's got your BCAAs and glutamine, which make up 5 grams of vegan protein.
Yeah.
And no caffeine as well. So I know for a lot of people,
Yes.
we're a very high stim society right now, and we're trying to bridge the gap between health and not needing to necessarily have caffeine. So you might want to drink after dinner or after the gym when you finish in the afternoon and not have to have 200, 200, 300, 400 milligrams of caffeine.
Do we try one now?
Go for it, crack it open.
Which
man.
flavour?
Let's do a taste test. What do you want? So there's 3 flavors. There's golden pash, lemonade, and raspberry. So it depends on your sweetness. Like lemonade is a nice sort of mellow taste. These are a little bit more sweeter. Raspberry is probably the sweetest of them all.
All right, ready?
Let's go for it. We're going to crack it open. We're going to do a little taste test.
Okay, so we're trying raspberry. So no nonsense, functional soda, 0 sugar, 30 mils. Let's freaking go, baby. I'm gonna try it as well.
Australia's healthiest soda.
Oh. Smells good. It's delicious.
And doesn't taste like it doesn't, you know, when you have some healthy drinks and they just don't taste quite right. Like this just tastes good.
That tastes good. Do you want to try this, Curtis?
Yeah.
What do you think? It's really nice. So I thought it might be a little bit sweeter, which is good because I don't like things that are too sweet.
Yeah.
That's bloody good.
Yeah.
All natural, 37 calories as well. So yeah, man. So I got an opportunity. They saw obviously what I've done with my business, and the people are just as important as the product.
100%. So they're good people. So,
and awesome people. So they brought me on to head up sales. So my job is to get this in every door, every gym, every
well, you can whack some in the fridge over
shop
there when you
possible.
leave.
Would love it, man.
We'll sell them. Okay, they're available at our shop now, guys. Never Home, 8 Station Walk.
Come find them in Never Home.
Brighton. That's fantastic. So you're killing it, man. I'm really proud of you. Thanks for coming on. Shakesphere, where do we buy them from quickly?
Shakesphere.com.au.
Yep. And a lot of retailers.
Most of your local supplement stores, Elite Supplements, Nutrition Warehouse, ASN. Most of them will have stock as well.
And one last thing to the young kids watching this or the viewers, one word of advice from yourself.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
Very well said. Thank you, Omar. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
You're a champion. Thanks, guys.